screw it. I'm not worried about it anymore. Anyways, welcome back to the last Precursor cache room here in the Sand Dunes crater. We have some ceiling dicks, also known as stalactites. Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's eMBeaR. Welcome back to some more Subnautica. Today we're gonna do another episode of ASMR Gaming, and we are gonna go down into the depths below to find the secrets hidden inside of this world. Could you imagine if I did an entire episode like that? How annoying that would be? I mean, it's already pretty annoying, I know, but that would be probably extra annoying. Or maybe it'd be better? Let me know in the comments down below which one's better. Anyways, guys, welcome back to some more Subnautica. There's been some more updates with the whole Precursor lore and stuff like that. So two things have happened. Now, there are Precursor caches, which are in 3 different locations. Each have supposedly information, or they store information. That's the purpose of them. And then on top of that, they also updated the Lava Castle Precursor base, which is the power plant, or whatever you want to call it. It's the one inside of the huge lava thing. That's why it's called the Lava Castle. So the first place that we're gonna check out together is in a place called the Sparse Reef, which I guess, I've never really like been in these areas. I feel like I might have like skimmed over it, but it didn't seem like it was very important, which I guess it totally is. But anyways, if you want to get the coordinates, it's going to be right there on the screen right now, and it says Sparse Reef. But the camera world position, I believe that is the coordinates that you can type in warp space and then enter those coordinates. Also, this is in experimental mode, so if you're not playing experimental mode, if you're just in the regular version of the game, I don't know if it's implemented yet, and probably it's not, because they tend to update the experimental mode a lot more. I don't know how you're supposed to find this if you weren't actively searching for it. You know what, maybe there's like a PDA or something like that talks about it, or just like the coordinates that go into your backpack and then it leads you here. Either way, let's just go down inside, I guess, into this dark tube. Into the bowels of the earth, we now traverse through the dark, not knowing what's down beneath, what lies ahead. Oh, there we go. That was actually pretty abrupt. So this is the first Precursor cache area, and it looks like we need to get a key. So I'm gonna type in the Precursor keys just so I don't have to, I don't even know if they've implemented the keys into the actual game themselves, but I'm just gonna cheat here, don't mind me. And then we're gonna insert the artifact there, ba-ba-boom, and we have made it inside, and it looks like it was pretty exposed. Huh, not a huge secret. What the heck? Why are there black bubbles going around? That's weird. Anyways, we got some ion crystals here, it looks like. And also, I guess that this area is supposedly, what I read at least, is it's supposed to house the minds of the Precursor after their bodies are gone. So supposedly this place holds the information of the Precursor race, even though they've supposedly been extinct from the carar virus, or maybe they're not, who knows? But I guess that these things hold whatever thoughts they had, dirty thoughts included, I'm assuming. And I'm wondering if these things, so these things, the ion crystal, okay, I'm just gonna play with it, all right. Supposedly these ion crystals have the power of an entire bomb, like an atomic bomb or a mini nuke or something like that. I wonder if these things are even like combustible, or if there's a certain way to detonate them. All right, well, I have a bunch of ion crystals now. I don't need them though. There we go, just float them away, yeah. That looks so silly. What the heck? And I guess this room is powered by something like the Precursor power plant or something like that. They have tubes running everywhere, I guess. What the heck is this? Whoa, this is weird. That's a random tube that doesn't have any meaning, I guess. I'm all about them random holes. What? Does this thing have any merit to it? Download data terminal. Okay, sweet. Oh, there's actual stuff I can get now. Sweet. Alien Sanctuary A. So yeah, I guess there's gonna be ABC since there's 3. The antechamber where the data set is discovered has been identified as some form of alien sanctuary. Ceiling fixtures. The structures mounted to the ceiling of the cavern cast a low green light over the data hubs below, but they are also regulating the pH level of the surrounding water and emitting a low frequency sound wave. It is possible the intent was to ensure ideal conditions for some practical end, but the purpose may have also been ceremonial or even recreational in nature. So I guess the Precursors had fun with like water jets or something like that. Were they making was this a hot tub? Are we confusing this as a sanctuary where it was just a sauna or something like that? Like much of the alien architecture discovered on 4546b, that's the name of the planet the scientific name, I guess. It's not a very extravagant name, I know, but the design is ornate. The ion crystals mounted on the pedestals are not being drained of power, suggesting they serve more of a symbolic purpose. Similarities to old Earth religious iconography may be coincidental, but they also indicate some shared and ancient cultural history. Okay, did I just steal a whole bunch of religious relics and then made them float to the sky? So I was just sending the relics to the heavens, guys. I'm not disrespectful of their religion. So these things are transferring of some weird way of energy transfer that we have not been able to identify, I guess. Also, I didn't realize that I might be able to probably actually scan some of this stuff. Anything? Nothing, maybe? Can I scan an ion crystal at least? I don't know if I've ever actually scanned an ion crystal, to be honest. These alien cubes each store the equivalent energy of a small nuclear detonation. Okay, so there you go. It has the same firepower as a small nuke, which I guess they were worshiping because it's so powerful. It's a powerful being, just a bomb. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the precursors. They're a weird bunch of people. Then they're all dead now, so whatever. The alien technology is able to keep these stored atoms in a permanently stable state. However, under the right conditions, the reaction could be recatalyzed and the energy released in a controlled manner. They were likely used as batteries, storing power generated at the main reactor and transported whenever they are needed. Assessment, possible source of escape velocity energy. Okay, so I guess in the story, you might use these as something to actually escape the planet, I guess, is what it's saying. And to do so, you might have to take him off these pedestals, which are housing the minds of the precursors. So you might have to like sacrifice their history in order to save your life, I guess. Maybe there's like multiple endings to the game where you either can do that and like save yourself or preserve the technology of the precursors and their knowledge and stuff like that and their history, I guess, and just sacrifice yourself. So yeah, I guess potential split endings or, you know, something interesting. That'd be actually kind of cool if they did that. All right, guys, now we're in the blood kelp zone. And if you want the coordinates to warp yourself here and check it out yourself, there they are, camera world position right there. And I'm still freaked out by these things. They look like just big blood blisters that, I don't know, it's kind of disgusting to me in a way. So I don't usually come here either. It seems like the caches are always in like just weird spots or something, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to keep them out of the way so people like me wouldn't find them or something like that. So it seems like also that you're probably gonna have to gather these precursor ion crystals as opposed to the ones just in the base. It seems like there's a lot more here. Unless they add more to the base or something like that, this is probably the main way of getting ion crystals in the game. We got more of these pedestals that just kind of rise up and same ion crystals, same sounds. Is it only the first one that makes that sound though? Okay, it's every single one, never mind. So now we have the alien sanctuary B. Comparing the data on the terminal with stored translations has revealed new information about the alien sanctuary. The antechamber consists of a series of main data hubs, each adorned with an ion crystal. These are networked up to the main terminal in parallel, presumably to ensure data integrity over time. Unprecedented data complexity, stored data was scanned into the system at the local terminal. Original data source was organic in nature. Evidence suggests that the antechamber served as a sanctuary of the last resort for the aliens that built it. In the event of a catastrophe, they could retreat here and somehow transfer themselves to the data hubs for preservation. So there you go. That was the kind of the explanation of what I was trying to say at the beginning. A lot more eloquent there, and then the confused rambling of an old man. I want to put my mind into a data hub so I can live forever. So I can play whippy ball and wiffle bat. All the old timey sports. Hoop, sling, hoop. What is that? The stick in the hoop? Stick hoop. Let's play stick hoop, guys. That'll be my next series. My next Let's Play series after Resident Evil is Let's Play Hoop Stick. It is unclear whether the other members of the alien species ever returned here or how many souls are backed up on the hubs, but the data stored is far too complex to reconstitute with the little information available. Okay, so yeah, I guess they've all backed themselves up, kind of like sending your conscious to the cloud. Which is actually kind of funny. There's an episode of a show called Black Mirror that is exactly that, which is actually very interesting. Kind of a really actually very dark show. Pretty much every episode is, in fact, just like a bad ending. There's no happy endings in most of them, I guess. But they have good messages and they have a really good story. So if you're up to the challenge, go watch it on Netflix, I guess. I don't, if you're of age, it's kind of a mature show, so. Detecting multiple Leviathan-class life forms in the region. Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it? I'm not entirely sure anymore now. Thanks for the warning though, computer. That was very kind of you. All right, guys, and this last cache is in some place called the sand dunes, I believe. Yeah, so just the biome dunes, and then there is the world camera position if you want to warp yourself there as well to check it out. But it's actually a crater, it looks like, and it looks like there's a meteor in the very center, and the only way that you can really see it, I guess, is just that faint, very faint green glow, which is the precursor like, hey, over here, this is where we're at. Maybe it's not that loud, but anything that glows green has to do with the precursor. So this is awesome. That is amazing. Can I scan it? I wonder if I can scan it. That'd be really cool, actually. I cannot. And then there's a mini meteor, whatever, it's a baby. All right, let's go inside and see what other secrets they have at the Sanctuary C. Whoa! That was, oh God! Hi! What are you doing in here? This is a closed space, sir. Please leave. You're not welcome here. You didn't have an invite? There was red tape here for a reason, okay? You're not supposed to, we don't like your kind here, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see if I can kill you, you son of a gun. Bop-a-doo-boop-boop-a-dee-la-boop. Yeah, that's right. You scoot. You get out of here. Go. No, it's not far enough. Get out of here, dude. Come on. Screw it. I'm not worried about it anymore. Anyways, welcome back to the last Precursor cache room here in the Sand Dunes crater. We have some sealing dicks, also known as stalactites, and then obviously the iron crystals, and then we have another data terminal here as well, which is kind of just what we're here for. It didn't give us a C? Biological history, okay. Gave us a different data download. That's actually kind of interesting that it didn't go ABC. It went to something totally different. This terminal contains data mapping the complete biological history of a member of the alien species. The data set is hugely complex, but some basic facts can be reconstructed. Was grown from seed 1,708 Earth years ago, separated from broodlings early for special training, inducted into Temple of Research at the youngest age ever initiated, age 96. That's as old as I am. That's pretty young though. So were they like trained as gladiators then? Were they a violent species? Is that what's happening right here? That's crazy to think about. For some reason in my head, the fact that they're really futuristic and very scientific, I thought that they were like, you know, some sort of peaceful society that went past war and don't really deal with that anymore. But I guess it's not the case. Maybe I'm looking into it a little bit too much. But the word broodlings and just the fact that it says special training and initiated, I don't know, it just sounds like kind of a gladiator-esque or like a Spartan type of scenario. Downloaded a corrupted data set and it was stored for 3 years of refactoring, relocated to an outer galaxy cluster to support disease research endeavors. Relocated to 4546b for high priority disease research, contracted carar bacterium, stored in Sanctuary 3, corporal body safely disposed. Okay, so is this like ground zero? Is this where the carar virus started? Okay, did he start it? Is he, I mean, he's acting pretty crazy. I'm sure that he's, you know, somewhat infected or something, I don't know. Yeah, okay. So I guess that this whole planet, the purpose of it is to research the disease even more. So if they came here to research it, did it start here or did they just spread it here and then it just spread like wildfire on this planet and then they abandoned it? Like they don't want anyone to come here because they don't want it to spread out into the universe and infect other planets and stuff like that. That's actually kind of sad. Everyone here just died because they were, you know, researching, trying to help out, and then all of a sudden they were infected themselves. So, and I wonder if it like came from the meteor or something like that. That'd be interesting to know. All right, so now that we've explored all of the caches, I'm gonna go to the Precursor lava castle biome and go check out the base that they've updated. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but this game is very underrated and the developers surprise me quite often. So maybe there is a whole lot of new stuff there and I'm just, you know, dumbing it down. So just wait. Just watch and wait. Oh my gosh, this place is so awesome. Just the ambient noises and the music. It's just, it puts you in a mood. It's so terrifying, but you just gotta know more about this mystery here. But anyways, let's go inside and see what we got going, cooking down here in the lava castle. All right, here we go. We got an actual portal now. Did they change that? Huh, cool, and you don't fall. Or was it the other side? I think you might have fell in on the other side. Like when you exited, you wouldn't actually be swimming anymore and you just drop down. No way. Did they're already actually, okay. Well, that one's messed up. But I guess they've already implemented the droids. This one's kind of messed up, but they're in the game. Can I hurt you? Can I at least hit you or something like that so you can stop being like this? All right, well, oh, there we go. He unstuck himself, cool. Oh, hey, there's another one over there. I wonder how many there's gonna be and if they're gonna implement more than just 2 or something like that and just like a whole army of them. But yeah, obviously they've retextured the place, so that's the thing. So for some reason, I can't actually open stuff anymore. I don't know what's happening, so I'm gonna just free cam it up and go through like this. Why am I moving so slow? Well, we'll get there eventually and see what's inside. Okay, so in here, it looks like it's just a blue key. I don't know why I would wanna go in there for that. I have not reached any blue key terminals, so I don't really care about that. And oh my God. That is some explosive power. Holy crap. That is, how many nukes is that? That's like at least 20, right? Weird, I can't pick it up. Can I scan it though? Can't scan it either. All right, well, that's interesting that they had that much firepower lying around for no reason. Alien structure. What is it? Oh, this is the teleporter, I think. The structure's intended purpose is unclear. Possible theories: ceremonial or religious role, industrial applications, advanced transportation network. It may be prudent to search the area for further examples of alien architecture and technology. Okay, so, I mean, that's the teleporter. I've already done a video on that, and I've already actually used them too, so that was kind of fun to do. And they're gonna have them connected to each base. I don't know what else they're gonna connect it to, and maybe they'll connect it to their heaven, their cloud that they've sent all their mines to or whatever, and I can actually visit and talk with them and see what's happening in the future and if they actually found a cure for this virus or not, so I can help them out in their endeavor. Now we're below deck. I keep on hearing more of those robots though. Are there more of them around? I don't see any. I think I just hear them. They just have really loud legs. Whoa, this looks crazy. It looks incredibly dangerous too. What the heck is all of this stuff? And it looks like there's the pedestals up there too again from the caches. Wait a second, what are they moving for? Okay. Is it a motion sensor? Is that what's happening? I don't know what's going on. That's actually pretty ominous and kind of terrifying to be honest. So this is the actual thing that generates the power, I guess. Okay, so let's read what it has to say. Okay, we've read this one before. If you want to pause it and read it once more, you can, but it's just telling you where the power actually goes to when it absorbs it from the lava castle. All right, data terminal, primary containment facility. Okay, and I think that I've actually read this too. It's just telling you that the energy is going somewhere else. And then this terminal is probably the same thing, or maybe not, fossil data. This geological data was recorded from the volcanic rock that was excavated to construct this facility. It was possible to extrapolate a number of key trends. Genetic divergence. The aliens recorded data on indigenous organic remains originating between 10,000 to 1,000 years ago. However, the species recorded featured an unusually low overlap with those encountered so far on 4546b. Extinction event. Soil samples from 1,000 years ago contain 300% higher concentrations of organic remains than the soil average. Data supports the possibility of a mass extinction event killing off the majority of species and forcing rapid adaptation amongst many of the survivors. Causes unknown. Plausible theories include fluctuating environmental conditions, disease, meteor impact, outside interference. Okay. Judging by this here, is this saying that the meteor is actually what caused the carar virus? Was it from another planet or something like that, and it crash landed onto this one and then it just spread? That's exactly what happened to the dinosaurs back when baby Jeebus was born 1,000 years ago. That's pretty insane. I wonder what that data terminal up there is, because that one looks extremely important. That looks way more important than any of the other things I've seen. Alien ion crystal data. This alien data reveals some of the mechanisms by which the designers were able to contain and harness such vast amounts of energy within the ion crystals discovered around their facilities. Improved battery and power cell blueprints which take advantage of this information are now available for fabrication. Okay, so this is a data terminal that allows you to create the ion crystals? Is that what it's saying right now? I'm not entirely sure. I might have just learned, I just might have expanded my mind a bunch, guys. I am now a precursor historian. I can make miniature nukes. I can be a very profitable warmonger, I guess now, guys. I think that's it of this base. I think that's all we have to explore, but that was actually pretty cool. If you guys enjoyed, leave me a like and a comment down below. I'm really excited for the next update to, maybe it's not gonna be Precursor related, but it seems like they're really pushing forward this Precursor thing. So if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this and more in the future. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one when we explore some more stuff and things. But until then, guys, remember to keep having fun. Bye-bye.